Right, hello everybody, good morning. It's almost the afternoon, isn't it? A bit of a late start actually for us today on the 2020 Pro Tour. We're here at Stockport Golf Club and yes, it's raining. And now last night's result might not have been quite what we were hoping for. However, one of the players today is going to get a result that's going to propel them to the top of the leaderboard. It's event 11 on the 2020 Pro Tour Order of Merit, and there's a lot up for grabs once again. This is actually the part 2 of a 3 series event with the Golf Travel people. At the first event we had a month or so ago, didn't we, at Wheatley Golf Club. We're here for part 2 today, and we will be next. I know it says Hallamshire. We've got a little graphic to show you actually. I know it says Hallamshire. It's actually going to be Howley Hall for the 3rd event. Now, as you can see as well, the player with the lowest gross score across the 3 events will win a bonus of £750. Of course, there is a prize pot up for grabs as well today. Now, as you can see, we've just popped down to the practice area. We're going to head over to the first tee very, very shortly because the action is about to get underway. In fact, I've got the tee sheet right here. Last week's winner, Mark Young, Paul Kinnear and Max Baxendale are just heading up to the par 4 first here at Stockport. We're going to head over there very, very shortly and catch up with the action. It's going to be an incredible day's play today. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be tricky. Look at this rain. It's going to rain all day as well. What a lot of fun that's going to be. I'm certainly going to get very, very wet indeed. Now, please do like, comment and share as well. If you've ever played Stockport, what you want to know, do comment below. We can see the comments as well. If you have a question at any time, do drop a message below. We can see them. The 2020 Pro Tour boys as well, Chris and Adam, the co-founders of the tour, they're just in the clubhouse. They will be able to pick the comments up and come back to you if you have a question. So please do like, comment and share. We do want to hear from you. And also, if you do want to find out more about the 2020 Pro Tour, all throughout our live broadcasting today, there is a link in the body of the broadcast taking you straight to the 2020 Pro Tour website. Right, we're going to get ourselves over to the first tee because it's almost time for the action to get underway. Mark Young is going to be first up. Now, last week, Mark Young took the honours at Wakefield Golf Club, and we managed to catch up with him and catch his winning putt and his winning interview last week at Wakefield Golf Club. Here's what he had to say. For par. Great stuff by Mark Young. You have to talk to me now, Mark.
Oh.
What a shame that is.
I wondered when it was coming. Front nine, fuck me. A bit like my old self front nine.
Do you know we're about to? Come on, let's go over to the board because I wanted to talk about that front nine. Unbelievable, as we can see there, 6 under through the front nine. Eagle at 5.
Yeah, like you said, it was a bit more like my old self, that front nine.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that as well.
And steady away back 9 though. It's almost a very professional round, wasn't it?
Nearly.
What's gone wrong?
Just the one blemish, but yeah. on the birdie hole as well, which was frustrating. But yeah.
And you didn't enter until about 9:30 last night, did you?
No.
So no mindset, just to turn up, see what happens.
Yeah, I was gonna have a week off to be. I've played a lot of golf recently. I'll give myself a rest.
I've seen you at every single golf course in the UK, I think.
So I gave Chris a message last night, see if there was room, and luckily there was.
Top man. Now look, it's not quite over yet. Of course, Josh is still out there, but
there's chances on the way in, so
yeah,
we'll have to wait and see.
Well done, Mark. Whatever happens, congratulations. Anyway, fantastic stuff. And here we are at the first now, and there is Mark Young. We'll see if we can just chuck the microphone under his face very shortly. Just going to move the camera because it is absolutely bucketing it down here at Stockport. So I am going to see if I can grab a quick word with Mark. I know he's about to get underway, but Mark, we've just heard your winning interview from last week. Clearly a man on form then.
Yeah, playing all right at the minute.
Yeah. Have you played much in the last week?
No. I've played since, when was that? Monday?
Last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a couple of notch-reel lads at golf club, that's all. Yeah, nothing competitive.
Feeling confident now, right? Yeah. Sometimes that's the best way, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
You can over-practice,
works for me.
Can't you? Can you?
Definitely.
Can you over-practice?
Definitely.
Can you? I can't. Enjoy it, mate. Cheers. Right, this group, we've also got Paul Kinnear and Max Baxendale in this group as well. Look, it looks like we're going the big sticks today. There's no argument, it's got to be driver in it today.
Yeah, it's got to be. Every hole. See what happens, yeah.
Are you confident with your driver? Is it a club?
Yes. Probably one of my strengths. So, but yeah, it looks. I've never played here, but it looks like you've got to That's what you've got to do, drive it well and get it in play. So
It looks quite inviting actually, the first here, doesn't it? Par
yeah,
four
it's
to begin
nice.
with.
Looks nice, yeah. I think it's about 450, is it? But
yeah.
so yeah, good tee shot is needed really. So
fantastic. Well, about to watch it, so
yeah,
best of luck, enjoy, won't you? Right, this group are literally about to go off in a minute or so. Driver all round today, of course, the wet conditions leaving the course probably to play slightly longer with having to hide in the hut a little bit actually, but it's going to be a cracking shot, isn't it? Very wide open. We'll show you the first hole shortly, not just yet. We're going to stick here for a little bit longer. This is the first group of the day as well, about to head out onto the course. Mark Young, Paul Kinnear and Max Baxendale about to head out. We might even get things underway. Now we've got a number of features coming up for you today, like we always do as well. We'll get out onto the course a little bit later to do a bit of hole-in-one hunting, as we always do. Will today be the day we get our first ever live hole-in-one? I certainly hope so. Can you believe that? In almost 2 years of live golf coverage, we've never caught hole-in-one live. That might change today, who knows? All three players got the big stick out of the bag. This is what we want to see. We're going to see a bit of a tub thumping whack here. In fact, I'm going to put the microphone over there as well, so we see if we can pick the noise up. Turn your volume up if you're watching this, because this is going to be an absolute tub thumper. So par 4 to begin with here at Stockport for my first time here actually. And I think we're going to get things underway, and it is going to be Mark Young.
To Stockport Golf Club and the 2020 Pro Tour. This is the Golf Travel People Masters. This is the 12 o'clock tee time. First to play, Mark Young. Yeah, strike. Next on the tee, Paul Kinnear.
So here's Paul Kinnear.
And finally on the tee, Max Baxendale.
We're going to have a provisional plate here for Paul Kinnear.
Hello, gents.
Right, there we go, Paul Kinnear playing a provisional there. We've got 445 to get things underway. Paul Kinnear wearing a t-shirt there, John. Is he crazy? Is he mad? Is he aware that it's raining?
This is particularly hard. He's realised his skin's waterproof, I think.
Now, John, we talk every week, don't we? You're obviously ever present, or well, almost ever present on the 2020 Pro Tour. Here we are at Stockport, my first time here. You're actually playing later today, though, aren't you?
I'm following the pros round in the tour experience for any amateurs who want to experience what it's like to play in one of these events. So there was a space in the field, and Adam and Chris said, "Did I want to make the numbers up?" So I've been drafted in. The clubs are in the boot, and
I like that.
yeah,
That's fantastic. So you're
clubs will travel.
You're going to learn a few lessons then from the first two
I'm going to
here,
work
right?
out where to hit it on the first, and then not do it.
It looks quite inviting, the first, actually, doesn't it? It's a big wide open. There's a bunker over there on the left, but I can't really imagine that's really into play for these guys and girls.
I think their line is the little tree on the left-hand side there, and just keep it down there. But yeah, it looks fantastic. Everybody who I've spoken to who's played here says this is a quality golf course.
Yeah.
The greens look magnificent. I walked across the 18th green there. The greens are absolutely pure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's looking forward to starting them all off today, and looking forward to having a quick hack later on.
Absolutely. Quick hack later on, I love that. We'll catch up with John a little bit later as well. Like I was saying before, actually, we've got a number of features coming up for you today. Orca Golf are here as well. I wonder if I shout Alex's name loud enough, he might come over for a word. He's just chatting to one of the players. Orca Golf here as well. We're going to go up there later. We're going to be joined by Chris Hansen, of course, former European Tour player, and of course the co-founder of the 2020 Pro Tour, for a bit of a wedge lesson. You won't want to miss that. That's going to be an absolute cracker. That will be after this broadcast. We'll obviously come out onto the course now to catch the players, get a little bit of action as it goes ahead. Let's just see if I can grab Alex. Have you got a second? Have you got a very, very quick second? And now we're going to come up to you guys a little bit later, aren't we, for a bit of fun with the wedges, is that right?
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, we're going to get Chris involved in a little demonstration with the wedges, and yeah, he's got a better short game than me, so it's better. No one wants to see someone thin a wedge across the putting green, so
I better not join in then.
We'll be coming out to do that. So yeah, it's a shame about the weather, but some good golfers out here, and hopefully someone will go low.
Tell us a little bit more about Orca.
So Orca, yeah, we're the last surviving British custom built brand. Been going since 2007 now. Over 40 awards across 36 countries, and it's all about custom build. There's a big difference between custom fit and custom build, and what's perceived as a custom fit. And a lot of these tour boys, they won't realise how badly put together their clubs are. So we're just here to educate people on that, really.
Now you've obviously got your van up here. You've got your gazebo where we started the broadcast, of course, and you're doing a few services for the players as well, loft
so
alignments.
we do club checks. We'll give them a health check, loft lie, swing weights, and just give them an overall health check. You know, these guys they're trying to play golf for a living, so they want to know they've got the right tools. You know, it's like a plumber turning up to replace a pipe with a bow torch and a spoon. You know, it's you've got to have the right kit to do the job. So that's what we're here for, really, just to kind of show them and look after them.
Top man, thank you, Alex. So let's stay dry, won't you? That's clearly where I've been going wrong throughout my game. If you just pan there to the left, on the next group, just coming up here, par 4 to begin with here at Stockport. It is going to be Oliver Whittaker, Sam Johnson, and Zarek Curley coming up. Like we said, we've actually got 4 par 4s to begin with here at Stockport. 1, 2, 3, 4, of course. Then we move on to a par 3, the 5th. Then it's the first par 5 at 6, then a 4, then a 3, then we round out the front 9 with a par 5, and then the back 9 starts with a par 4, then we move to a par 3, par 5, so 10, 11, 12, nice little trio of holes there. Then 3 par 4s, then a par 3, and then we finish 17, 18, par 4, par 4. It is a par 71 here today. Comment below, what do you think that winning score is going to be? Is it going to be difficult scoring today, isn't it, because of this rain? It's certainly going to push the course to play perhaps a little bit longer than it normally would. A limited rollout here due to this rain. I mean, it's just consistent, isn't it? I looked at the weather forecast and I was thinking probably more like about 36% chance of rain it had all day, but I think it's now going to be constant all day. So that will of course bring with it its own challenges, won't it? So your 12:10 tee time, you're looking at Oliver Whittaker, Sam Johnson and Zarek Curley right now. So whilst we're just looking at this group, there is the small matter of the Order of Merit on the 2020 Pro Tour this year as well. Plenty of prizes up for grabs, of course. We've got a little image to show you as well. We've just popped that up on the screen. As you can see, Dan Brown is the current Pro Order of Merit leader. The pros over there on the image on the right and the amateurs on the left, as you can see. Ben Rhodes going very well in the amateurs. Dan Brown, the leader, of course, in the pros. Had a strong week last week at Wakefield as well. I think he actually finished tied second in the end. He was 5 under par. Mark Young was the winner at Wakefield last week at 7 under par. And of course, this is the second event in the Golf Travel People Masters Trio. This is part 2. The player with the lowest net score over the 3 rounds. The next one and the final one will be at Howley Hall in August, I believe. That will round out this session. They will win an extra £750. So not bad. Opportunities galore. Let's go see if we can just poke in and have a word with one or two of the players, shall we? Just see if they're trying to stay dry here. I see we've got the waterproofs on, we're ready for this, and it's going to be drivable all the way around, is it?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. You're going to get no run out today, are you? So.
Have you ever played Stockport before?
Yeah, a couple of times. It's a great course.
Have you ever played it in conditions like this?
No, it was firm last time I played it, so I was getting about 20 yards worth of run, but no, it's going to be different today, but yeah, it's going to be like throwing darts on the green, so yeah, just gotta keep it around the track, keep it out of the rough.
How's your game looking? You feeling confident?
Yeah, feeling good at the moment. Playing pretty well. Just finished A levels, so I'm doing nothing but golf for the next year and a half.
Congratulations!
So, yeah.
How did it all go? I mean, you don't know yet, do you?
I don't know yet. No. So I'd rather not speak about it, to be honest.
Right, I'll tell you what. Focus on golf. Ignore A levels.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Let's grab a quick word with the other guys as well. How's it going?
You?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Driver seems a bit of a theme today. Are you going to follow that theme?
Yeah, I think so. I've been working on trying to be a bit more aggressive anyway, so...
Good man.
Yeah, why not?
So we're going to want to watch this tee-shot.
Like you said,
load up the price.
There's no, like he says, there's no run out today, so...
Yeah, you've just got to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few holes around here where you can't really hit it, but... Yeah, I think for the most part, it'll show its face quite a bit today.
There's 4 par 4s to begin with. Do you have a particular game? Do you have a particular score in mind that you want to kind of finish that quadruple of holes in, or is it just if I'm anywhere around par, I'll be happy?
To be honest, I just one shot at a time.
Yeah.
My only thought right now is hitting that fairway, and then after that we'll see what happens.
Well, we're about to find out. We'll tell everybody. Thanks, guys. Yeah, this is going to be wonderful today, isn't it? Because we're going to see a lot of drivers being played, I think, as well. We'll just keep the camera on the players there. Just grabbing a quick word with a couple of them, of course, before they head out. Just finished A levels as well. How good is that? That's what we like to see. The journey of a golfer, isn't it? I remember doing my A levels. That was a long time ago now, though. Right, I think it's almost time for group 2 to take to the course. Again, wherever you're watching this, hello and welcome to a very wet Stockport Golf Club. It is the 2020 Pro Tour Professional Golf Tournament. It's tournament 11 in the order of merit this year. I can't believe how quick the season is going already, and I really thought in July I'd be in my shorts and t-shirts rather than the waterproofs.
This is the Golf Travel People Masters. This is the 12:10 tee time. First to play, Oliver Whittaker.
And on the tee is Oliver Whittaker. It's actually gone way left. What we're going to do, we're going to bring the camera around actually to the back of the tee box because we're not really... nicely shot. I think we're going to have a provisional played as well. Left again. I think it might be okay, just in that tree on the left. See it, it's dropped safely. Very well, guys, thank you. So that was your group 2 there. That was Oliver Whittaker, Sam Johnson and Zach Curley there just teeing off. We're going to stick here actually for the next group. If I could just get you to hold that for 1 second, because what we're going to do is we've got a lot of live golf coming up for you over the course of the year. It's not just 2020 Pro Tour, it's Clutch Pro Tour, it's Faldo Series, it's England Golf events as well. Here's a little image, as you can see, what we've got coming up this week as well. As you can see, we're here at Stockport today. Tomorrow we're heading down to Fleet on the Clutch Pro Tour, and then of course we're off to Brocket Hall Wednesday for the Faldo Series. But we've got a lot more 2020 Pro Tour action to bring you throughout the year. We've got a little video to show you of how our coverage is going to look for the rest of 2021 on the 2020 Pro Tour. Roll VT. How's it going? You all right? I've got it because we're going to film. Do you want me to move it?
Alright, no, okay.
We'll just do the next group and then we'll move on. All right, everybody, I'll come back if you're wondering. I just disappeared actually to go get a buggy. So there we go. We've got Charlie Alsop, James Arandaya and Nathan Sampson about to go off as well in these rather tricky conditions. You've probably been watching the group ahead. As you can see, we saw Oliver Whittaker get into a bit of trouble over there on the left. It looks like he's managed to get himself out there. I'm not too sure whether he found his first ball or he actually had to then play his provisional. Let's just listen into the...
Place within 6 inches and rake up the play. All flags are still in play and can't be handled. Hopefully in a week or so we might be into handling the flag sticks, but not yet. Please look carefully for your tees today. Normally our 2020 tees are out, which are the black ones on the tee here, but you're just playing off the men's blue markers all around. You've got a member with you, so he'll know exactly where you're going. Ladies are playing off the reds as well today. Any rules issues, you should have the tour phone when you've played previously. You'll have it, Nathan, the tour telephone number. It's normally on the pin sheets, but we haven't given any pin sheets out today. If anybody wants the tour telephone number, I can give it to you to put on your phone before you go. Okay, please make sure you still social distance and keep up with the group in front, and if you've got any doubts as to where the ball's gone, please play provisional to keep play moving. And just a final request, we've got Bradford next Monday. There's still space in the Bradford field. Good course, good sort of parkland heathland course up on the top near Bradford. Well worth the trip if you're interested. Have a word with Adam and Chris when you get inside. Cool. Okay, so the tour telephone number.
So some of the formalities just going through there by the major, the starter on the 2020 Pro Tour. So we're going to move to our handily placed buggy right now.
Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to Stockport Golf Club and the 2020 Pro Tour. This is the Golf Fabrication Masters and this is the 2020 first play from Charlie Alsop.
So first up on the tee we have Charlie Alsop. And here is James Arandaya. Gone well left. Seen a few go left here, haven't we, today? Might be safe though. It's just in the trees in front. Right, we're actually going to follow this group down as well. Whilst we do that, if we just pop up the little image is showing you what's at stake. This is the Golf Travel People Masters. It's trio. It's the second event, as you can see, and what's at stake for these players. £750, of course, as you can see, overall to the outright winner over who's got the lowest net score across the 3 rounds, of course. This is event 2. Wheatley was the first event that we had. We'll just leave that graphic up on the screen for a little bit longer. In fact, whilst we're driving down now, we'll just pop that image down. You can see it's actually just driving in the buggy. Very nice, as you can see. There's Andy Crook as well, photographer. Let's just say hello to Andy. Take our picture, Andy. Hiya.
Enjoy your day.
We'll get the buggy out of the way now for you. He's telling me off because I put the buggy right in his camera shot at the back of the first tee, bless him. Oh dear. Now, of course, wherever you're watching this, you can watch all of our live golf in 2021 and beyond, of course. But it's not just Facebook and YouTube that we broadcast to. Hello, everybody, if you're watching on Twitter, Twitch, and my LinkedIn as well. Here's a little graphic just to show you where else you can watch all of our live golf in 2021, live and free. As you can see on Facebook, of course, Content Live Golf and Live Sport Now. They are our 2 main channels. On YouTube, we're obviously broadcasting to Live Sport Now. And of course, today, with all of our partners as well, Women in Golf magazine, Today's Golfer, and the good friends, the Bogey Boys, as well. You can also watch us on Twitch, which is pretty good. At Live Sport Now, and of course we're on my LinkedIn. Do connect with me on LinkedIn as well. Shamelessly give myself a bit of a plug here, but I would love to hear from you as well. You can, Ian Waterhouse, just give us a connection request. I will be sure to connect back with you. Just had to get the old let's go have a look over here, because I did see that, of course, one of the balls was quite a bit in the rough over here, wasn't it? So let's go have a little look at that. Of course, we can get ourselves into the trees and out at a bit of a danger. In fact, whilst we're here as well, you will be able to see the 18th tee box just to our left too. If you just pan over here, this is actually 18 over here as well. Lovely shot looking back onto the clubhouse as well. We'll get ourselves underneath a tree so it's not too wet, but this is where the players will end up later today. Final group go out at 2:10 this afternoon. That is what an hour and 45 minutes or so. But here we go, a bit of action here. So this group is Charlie Alsop, James O'Randy and Nathan Sampson we're with right now. Right, we'll move on with this group as well. Let's grab the brolly and of course the buggy as well. Whilst we keep going, going to bring you closer to the action as well, get you down into the green so you can have a little look closer, but I just need to get the brolly of course as well. So we're just starting to see the top of the flag appearing here at the par 4 first at Stockport Golf Club. So the rain is absolutely bucketing it down here. I mean, it would do, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be a golf tournament for us without torrential rain. Right, we'll head down to the first green here. Just going to grab the buggy again. It's trying desperately to do everything we can to keep the camera equipment nice and dry. Rightio. So as we've mentioned before, this is event 11 on the 2020 Pro Tour Order of Merit. There is a pro and an amateur leaderboard as well. We'll just pop that graphic up on the screen for you so you can have a little look just whilst we make our way down to the first green here at Stockport. Dan Brown in the field today, as well as is Ben Rhodes. So the pro Order of Merit is the image on the right, and as you can see on the left is the amateurs. Ben Rhodes, the leading amateur, he's in the field. We'll catch up with him today and have a bit of a chin wag with him later. Of course, we will be here live throughout the day as well to bring you all of the action as it happens. This is the main show, of course. We do have a side show. Once we cut off from the main show and get ourselves back to the clubhouse, we will put the leaderboard up for you, broadcast that out live, so you won't have to miss any of the action in between. But the action is going to come thick and fast today. As we said, the final group go out at 2:10 this afternoon, so not a million miles away. So we're going to get back out on the course later as well, bring you a little bit of hole-in-one hunting. That's going to be a nice little feature. We're going to be with Orca Golf as well. I'll bring you Chris Hansen doing some wedge shooting as well. And we've got a nice shot here as well. Look, we can stay in the nice dry here. I'll move back actually on so you've got some space. And here is the first green, par 4 to begin with. It's what, 455, did I say? Let me just get my scorecard up. 445. The first hole here at Stockport. If you've ever played, do comment below. Remember, we can see the comments, so we do want to hear from you as well. Then we'll head over and watch the group tee off at the par 4 second as well. So this is group 3. Charlie Alsop, James Arander and Nathan Sampson at the first green here at an absolutely soaking wet Stockport. It just hasn't stopped raining for the last 3 hours. I do know actually over at Huddersfield Golf Club as well, I think they could get the course open first thing this morning. It's a fairly flat green for the players to get things underway. It's actually quite a generous start here, I think, at Stockport. Par 4 to begin with. He's putting just on the off the edge of the green now. Let's have a look at the pace, and that is well short, isn't it? Of course, you're going to have to give it a bit more beans here because of the rain. Roll out is almost non-existent here today. Remember, please do, if you have a question, please do comment below. It's a nice park from there, isn't it? We can see the questions. The 2020 Pro Tour boys are in the clubhouse now. They'll be having a little look. So if you do have a question, you want to find out more, please do comment below. We can see them. And if you want to find out more about the 2020 Pro Tour, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you fancy having a go yourself and getting involved, you can. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Just click it, it'll take you straight through to the 2020 Pro Tour website. You can find out a little bit more about you. People often ask us, what sort of level of golf is this? This is professional golf. There is a prize pot up for grabs today. Of course, you've got the European Tour and Challenge Tour, and probably the Euro Pro, and then this kind of fits in down there really. A lot of players who play on this play Euro Pro, play Challenge Tour. A number of players also played European Tour. We got John Parry plays regularly, of course a former European Tour winner. It's a lovely putt, wasn't it? Marcus Armitage plays quite a lot of the 2020 Pro Tour as well. In fact, he played in the first Golf Travel Masters event 1 at Wheatley a couple of months ago. It is the Golf Travel People Masters. It's the second event in a trio of 3. The player who shoots the lowest net score over the course of the 3 rounds will win a bonus £750, not to be sniffed at. Nice bit of Monday golf action to bring you. It's what we like, isn't it? Nice and enjoyable. Go on. Oh, and he's just missed it. And perhaps not quite the way we wanted things to get underway. I believe this will be putt for par. I was going to grab a quick word, certainly if it goes in, just find out how these greens have been playing. They're only going to get wetter and wetter as the day progresses. In it goes, lovely stuff. Fantastic, so a couple of pars and about. I'm just going to move the buggy around actually because the next group are about to play their approach shots. So we'll just move this way. I'm going to see if I can grab a quick word. We're going to stay down here actually. We are going to watch the next group as well. I just want to get in the trees just in case somebody hits a bit of a wild one. I'm sure they won't, but you never know. Let's just go grab a quick word with the guys and find out how this rain is affecting things, certainly on the greens. Shall we? There you go, you can sense I'm running over. Yeah. Solid start that. What was the greens like? Is it quite tricky to read? You've got to give them a bit of extra beans, haven't you?
Yeah, they are a bit tricky, yeah. They're not really consistent slopes, so I've heard, so every kind of green is quite different, so it is going to be a test for us today, yeah.
It's 17 more to go, it's going to be fun, right?
Yeah, I've got it in store for me, yeah.
Cheers, thank you very much. Yeah, so a lot of variation on the greens. It's going to be difficult, isn't it? We're going to stick around, actually watch this group tee off. Nice little par 4, but the group behind are about to play their approach shots in as well. I feel like I've lost my scorecard somewhere. Oh no, it's in my pocket. I don't know if you can, how well you can see the people. I'll just move the buggy. Which way? I'll go here. There we go, look. So we've got a nice shot here of Charlie Alsop, James Aranda and Nathan Sampson just teeing off at the second. It's also a par 4. We've got the next group coming through as well at the first, but we'll come to them shortly, not just yet. I'll let you know who they are in a minute. Group 4 just getting down to the green here, but here is group 3. Just getting a bit of insight from the players there as well. We're going to have 17 very tricky greens here today. The course, by the way, is in absolutely fantastic condition though. Big kudos to everybody here at Stockport Golf Club. So the second hole, par 4, a very short par 4 actually, 339. It's 100 yards less than the opening hole, so there could be quite a bit of action up there today, couldn't there? In fact, the third hole is also par 4. It's even shorter. It's 330. So could be a bit of opportunity in the first 4 holes. We'll bring the leaderboard up shortly. Not just yet. Let's just stick down here. Just refresh. So with only 4 groups now out on the course, we are just waiting for the scores to come in, so there's not really a lot to bring you with regards to the live leaderboard at the minute. And once we break this broadcast off, we'll get back to the clubhouse and we will broadcast out the live leaderboard until we get back out onto the course. And it's like we're having a provisional being played here as well. Right, there we go. We just pan back to the first green, just all right. You can see the next group have come down. This is group 4, your 12:32 time. Benjamin Hullen, Peter Baig and Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes, your Order of Merit leader in the amateur category. After 10 events, this is number 11, of course, in what is going to be a jam-packed season. In fact, the players are getting out nicely. I've just seen the tee shots, actually, for the 12:40 group have just been played. That's Martin Brown, Alexander Webb and Torrin Matthews, somebody we know very well. Of course, after this broadcast, we're going to get back to the clubhouse, so we will bring you a little bit of the live leaderboard. Then, once we get back out on the course, we're going to probably head to the 8th, actually, bring you a bit of hole-in-one hunting. Go on, slow down. I'll tell you what, it's a good effort. So par 4 to get things underway here at Stockport. This is Group 4, Benjamin Hallam, Peter Begg and Ben Rhodes. Plenty of action to bring you throughout the day as well. We'll be here right until the very end. We'll find out who your Golf Travel People Masters Part 2 winner is going to be. Last week, Mark Young took the honours at Wakefield. He was first out. In fact, we spoke to him this morning as well. Do go back to the start of this broadcast. You'll be able to catch that interview with Mark Young. Agonising. Now we're just going to stick with this group whilst they tee off at the second. We'll be going to a break very shortly, but during that break we'll have the sideshow. We will broadcast out the live leaderboard for you so you can keep abreast of all the action. But we're only going to be off air for for an hour or so on the main show, not for a huge amount of time. Before we head up to the 8th and we go do a little bit of hole-in-one hunting. The 8th, of course, the signature hole here at Stockport, a par 3. What do you think? Comment below. Will we get our first ever hole-in-one live? We've never had one in almost 2 years of live golf. What do you think? It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. Who knows? Oh, I really hope so. I really do. And when we do these broadcasts, we broadcast a lot of live golf. Certainly during midweeks as well. It's quite nice, isn't it? A bit of live golf on Monday. Plenty of action, of course, over the course of the weekend, wasn't there? Scottish Open had a dramatic finish yesterday. And of course, a small matter of the Euro final last night. Unfortunately, England unable to get over the line. But please do tell us, where did you watch the game last night? And tell us, where are you watching this broadcast from? Are you at work today? Are you at home? Are you on holiday? I hope you enjoy our live coverage of the 2020 Pro Tour. This is all about you. This is your show. One of the beauties of us, we can get you closer to the action. We can get you right into the heart of almost of the players as well. We've got access all areas. So you tell us what it is you want to see and we can go do it. This is all about fan engagement. You are the fans, so tell us what it is you want. Comment below and we'll get it right into the thick of things. So Group 4, Benjamin Hallam, Peter Baker, Ben Rhodes. Teeing off for the par 4 second. It's like a bit of a nice low fizzer there as well. Relatively short, the par 4 second. Someone's going with the, is that Ben Rhodes going with the big stick though, as we can see, 339 yards for the men, 330 actually is hole 3, the one after the par 4 as well. 4 par 4s to begin matters here at Stockport, and a pair of par 4s to finish at 17 and 18 as well. There we go. Right, if we just pan actually back over to the first green, we're just going to stick here just for this group before we then head back. We've got Torrin Matthews in this group, good friends of ours, a former winner of course on the 2020 Pro Tour as well last year. So Martin Brown, Alexander Webb and Torrin Matthews just coming down the first fairway here for the Golf Travel People Masters. It is part 2 in the trio of events. The final event will be at Howley Hall in just over 5 weeks or so, where the player with the lowest net score over the course of the 3 tournaments will win a bonus of £750. It got started a month or so ago at Wheatley Golf Club. There is Torrin over there in the grey top, white hat. And of course we're going to get more out into the action. A couple of features to bring you today as well. Holing 1 hunting feature. We're going to go to the signature hole here at Stockport and bring you some par 3 action. Will we get a first ever hole in 1? And we've got a lovely feature with Orca Golf as well. We'll be joined by a 94-time European Tour player Chris Hansen, and also the co-founder of the 2020 Pro Tour, for a few wedge tips with Orca Golf as well. That's all coming up for you live today. It's going to be a real treat. It's going to be a feast. So this group here, Martin Brown, Alexander Webb and Torrin Matthews, your 12:40 tee time. It's the 2020 Pro Tour live from Stockport Golf Club. Golf Travel People Masters Part 2. Big thank you to the Golf Travel People as well. Looking to book a holiday if you can. Do go check them out. Plenty of UK trips at the minute. Go on, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. I tell you what, from there, that's a wonderful effort, isn't it? Really overshot his approach. Certainly a half a club, a full club too far, but could get out of jail there. That will be for par, if he can make that. That'll be some up and down. Torrin Matthews there, just stood over his ball, just about to hole out there. Very slight frame, isn't he? But I'll tell you something, he's got some strength. He can really hit the ball. Don't be fooled. I wish I was that thin. So what do you think the winning score is going to be here today? It's a par 71 at Stockport. Get your comments in below. If you get it right, we'll give you a special mention at the end of the show. All you got to do is put a number in. What do you think that winning score is going to be? So if you get it right, we'll read out everybody who gets it right at the end of the show. That would have been an up and down as well. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bogey start. Let's just grab a quick word of Torren before we do head off for a quick break. Let's go say hello, because I haven't spoken to Torren for a while. Torren, fellow, I haven't spoken to you for ages.
You good?
Yeah, I'm not bad. How are you? I hope you take this as a compliment. I was just saying, despite quite a very slim frame, you can't half hit the ball though, can't you?
Sometimes.
What's been your longest ever drive?
If I strike one well, good carry will be 290-ish.
Okay, pretty good. Pretty good going, yeah.
But longest drive I've ever done.
Can't tell. Best of luck, enjoy it, Torren. Try and stay dry, won't you? So 290. Yeah, fairly average shot for Torren, 290, not bad, is it? Wish I could do that, I certainly can't. Right, it is now time for us though to head off to a break. It's only going to be a short break though, because we've got a very special feature for you when we do come back. We're going to be doing a bit of hole-in-one hunting for you as well. We're going to head up to the signature hole here at Stockport Golf Club. We're going to head up to the glorious par 3/8. There's a lot of live golf to bring you. We are going to cut off, but we're going to bring up a sideshow very quickly for you so you can actually keep up to date with the live leaderboard just for half hour. Then we're going to cut off and get back out on the course. We'll be back live in about an hour and 15 for the main show. You will not want to miss this. We're going to be at the par 3/8 here at Stockport Golf Club. Now, don't forget, of course, plenty more live 2020 Pro Tour golf to bring you today and throughout the rest of the season. Here's a little look at how the season on the 2020 Pro Tour is going to look live this year. Roll VT.